When Fiona was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, I remember the moment when we were in the hospital and they were telling me what was happening. I remember asking the doctor, I was like, is there any way to make this stop? Like, can we just stop it? And they were like, no, I'm sorry, no.
When will we be done with this? And my husband and I just looked at each other and we're like, never. You're never done with it. It's forever. It's until there's a cure.
So many small things can be affected by type 1. It isn't just one portion of your life, it's everything.
The fact that always knowing that if I mess up on how much insulin I take, or if I take too much, I could just pass out and then it'd be really scary.
All of your organs shut down and your body, it stops helping you produce insulin. Your blood sugar will go super high and you'll start throwing up.
The dire consequences that can occur if not properly looked after comes to a fatality, unfortunately.
Not having had any personal experience with it, not knowing anything about it, we had to be prepared to deal with it, knowing that it's going to be a part of our lives and her lives for the rest of our lives.
There are so many people who don't have insurance, don't have resources, and suffer, just suffer. It's so manageable that nobody should have to suffer.
I told my mom in her arms that I was depressed. I didn't want to live with diabetes, and anyone can take that anyway, but I really did not want to live my life with diabetes. And I told her that, and I just remember sitting there crying with my mom about the rest of my life.
I feel like back home, I'm accepted, but not a lot of people understand what I go through.
Conrad taught me about living with diabetes isn't bad. You can be different and you can be special.
It's important to meet other diabetics because it allows a sense of community and acceptance for people with type 1 to feel like they're not alone and that people understand what they're going through.
What camp does best, and that is to inspire campers. We all need someone to look up to, and someone that we can identify with, that will inspire us to be a better person.
Camp inspires me to strive for higher goals, talking to people that go through the same challenges I do.
I overcome these speed bumps by looking on the bright side. It's more of a blessing than a curse, because it's given me the opportunity to show how strong I really am.
Camp Conrad allowed me to see that I'm not alone and that I can still do everything I want to be with type 1 diabetes.
It's overwhelming to feel so loved and be with so many people that completely understand exactly what you're going through, because I have to tell you, it's a very unique circumstance. So I've really enjoyed being here.
I don't know that I would trade it for going back to normal. Not because I don't want her to feel normal, but because it's added a dimension to our lives that will serve us. And what I mean by that is that I think it's teaching us all compassion and empathy and appreciating the moment and learning how to take care of ourselves.
One of my biggest inspirations is my mom. She was there when I got diagnosed in the hospital. She read all the books about diabetes when I didn't want to, and she's just put so much effort into making my life as comfortable as possible with diabetes, and to that I love her, and she's just done so much that she doesn't even realize how much she's truly changed my life.
I think the person who inspired me the most was my mom, because she's also type 1 and she's the one who helped me throughout everything and taught me things, and I learned with her, and it was really hard for both of us to adjust.
When I found out I had type 1 diabetes, I was really scared because my grandpa passed away because of the lack of resources. My grandpa, you're not alone, and I understand what you went through, and that I'm okay, and I know you're watching over me.
The thing I love most about my dad is probably the fact that no matter what I need, he's always ready for anything that comes at him. He's always watching over my back and always protecting me. And it's just really nice of him. and I really appreciate him for that.
The inspiration comes from the campers themselves. When they come to camp and for the first time they sit at campfire and they see all these kids that are all type 1, that they're not alone in the world. They're inspired to take better care of themselves because now they find purpose, they find that they have value, and there's people there that care about them. So they leave camp different people than when they came. So that inspiration is probably the most important thing in their lives.